Love and Lights, you guys. So I just did a part one, which I'll either post or we're just going to kind of jump right back in. My cat was crying and it was a bit much. So we're just going to jump kind of right back in, but we're going to start here and then let's just go. Okay. So, one of the things that I feel like is happening with you right now, and this is really just about confirmation, probably take it as it resonates for you and as you know as you need it to work for you. There we go, I can speak. There might be something about your throat chakra here too, because that was happening during the other reading, and my cat got up out of nowhere as soon as they started to record and decided to come cry and cry and cry next to me. So like that. And it was interesting because when she was crying at the door, it was around when we're talking about how, this is a time where you have been asking for help, 115 on the timer, where, it's being acknowledged that help is around you, help is with you, asking you to be teachable, asking you to be available, to be also for alchemizing. You're in a period of alchemy and rebirth, and it's taking a bit of courage potentially for you right now. With alchemy coming in, I think we're just getting the same cards, but a lot of it being about, you're bringing forward your wild, you're investing your self-love in your wild again. Yeah, you're healing, and a bit of courage is needed for you right now. 211 on the timer, but you're so ready for this. In fact, even if you're experiencing some chaos in your life right now, I get the feeling with help from above. Yeah, you have help. You have help. And I almost said, you've done this before. You've done this before. You're really leaning into and understanding even more this love of self, and your kind of, I just heard, what's the line from the Taylor Swift song? There it is, the wild card. I've been dancing through the lightning strikes. 255 on the timer as I say that. Hopefully she stops, because okay, if not, we might just hopefully you can get through the reading with that. Yeah, but you're becoming wild again in a good way. You're yeah, I got a glimpse of the Phoenix Rising card as well. Yep, and there we go. And you're also tapping into your creativity and really unleashing your creativity in a new way. With this card, this is the card that came out at the end of the last reading. Be the hunter, not the hunted. This is card number 8. Such a beautiful card too, for abundance, equal give and take, balance. But I always think of it too as power, like self-power, self-mastery in a sense, right? And so yeah, the other thing is I was really drawn to bring this orange calcite out. I haven't really worked with crystals in a really long time. It's kind of a long story, but I kind of just shelved a lot of stuff like that. I'll wear crystal jewelry and things, but in terms of just working with the raw materials, I just haven't in a long time. And I brought this over specifically for this reading, as well as this purple agate. I don't know if you can see that. And then I also brought over this kyanite and this rainbow moonstone. I just get the feeling of just like your intuition is on fire, but look at this big, beautiful. I mean, it's almost juicy looking. It almost looks like it's wet. It almost looks like 5:05 on the timer. It almost looks like it is fresh, like a fresh, yummy, tangerine or nectarine or peach. So, um, all right. So and I think the thing that I just heard again is, trusting, trusting. Um, there may have been a time or where you felt like you used to sell out in some ways, or there was energy around you like that. In the earlier reading, I got a glimpse of the victim consciousness card, and I really get the feeling, asking for help from above, self-sabotage, that you're really moving away from where those kind of patterns are still maybe uh, revealing themselves to you a little bit. Yeah, ask for help with family and tribe too. This isn't just help around you necessarily that is, from above, but also, God, the wild card with beauty just keeps coming out. And I love this card personally. I just get the feeling of so much adventure, and I think that's where the courage comes in for you. And just really connecting to your value, your value here, and that what you have to offer the world is valuable. There is something here too. Just notice when things that want to come up and kind of, want to, you know, create a little unease and chaos and tension as that's happening, just kind of practicing being the eye of the storm a little bit, like not needing to necessarily change it, but just kind of bringing the card that just came through is what does it say? Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause, number 26, which is an 8. Yes. And look, she's just, there's a glare on this, but she's just like surrounded in this gorgeous green light. She's on a tree. Sorry about the cat. I don't know what to do. She went and lay down. I got her laid down. She was there for a while. Yeah, you're going past your normal. You're going past maybe what other people think is normal and what's possible. And yes, we've got heaven sent here. So, you might identify as, an earth angel or a light worker or a star seed, or, if none of that is in this world, not of this world. Yeah. Where should we move from here? Yeah, let's do some of these. I don't really have a setup right now. Kind of moving around, but this seemed right. Ooh, I'm going to have to go hunt for that one. Okay. Ooh. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. So we've got one under there, but we've got surrender comparison with other people. We've got surrender to what is. Man, I was just doing that the other day. I was realizing, I had gotten some momentum started that was not serving me. And, to the point where like my car got hit, it was parked. And I kind of like saw that, and so many little things had happened, and I just got in my car, and I just literally had to just surrender in that moment. I just kind of like started crying because it wasn't even about the car. It was like about the momentum that had been started in my life. And in that moment, I was like, perfect. Yeah. Surrender to effortlessness. I was like, okay, I've been keyed up. I've been like moving in the direction of like playing things that are negative. And, I had, some would say good reasons to feel triggered in that direction. But, I've finally just surrendered, to what is and to effortlessness. So that's your advice here with surrender to your passion. And then bottom of the deck, we say, surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, your relationship, fear of aging, your death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So nice. All right. I almost feel like we're going to leave it there. Yeah. And then I'm seeing too, surrender to your soul's path. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Surrender your attachment to results. I love this. And so much of that, it's like dropping your ego or softening your ego, learning to move 1122 on the timer from a different place, right? This is a really beautiful reading. I pulled these out, so let's get one of these. It seems let's just see. Oh, okay. All right. So what wants to come out here? These are really fun. So these are these Making Magic cards at the top ripped. But the first one that came out for you is the sun. And that is the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. And then we have wishes come true, rapid achievements of your dreams and wishes. Let's get a third just to keep things. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. Perseverance. Yeah, I don't know if I said this in this reading or if it was in the one before, but you just strike me as somebody who's been on a journey, and you're on target. And this is just one of those things that you're, in the middle of, and 1255, and, you're on target. I just saw on target. And this is also, I just saw prosperity also linked to your prosperity too. I mean, the whole feeling of, continuing to step into 1313 on the timer, your power and your creativity. I mean, how could that not lead to beautiful, prosperous new beginnings for you? So Miss Bella is helping us to cut this short, but I had the idea. I wanted to grab one of these pieces of jewelry that I have for you. See what comes through. Ooh. Nice. So you got, this is beautiful. It's called a Sorcerer's Cut, but it's a smoky quartz. So you got the smoky quartz for you, which I feel like is perfect for helping you to just ground you, absorb any negativity. This is just, it's so helpful for when we're needing to breathe through some stuff. The other one you got is just such a pretty ring, and this has got citrine. I can't know if you can see the emeralds in it, but it's a citrine emerald. And I can never remember this one or how to say it, but it's like pre-night or something like that. And all of these stones have to do with prosperity, and the citrine again with the sacral chakra. So let's just leave that there. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. So love and light, you guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon.